It will not tarry. Now, these are a few things you should understand about vision. First, the Bible makes us to understand that your vision comes from the voice of God. There is a difference between vision and ambition. Your ambition is any dream that will make you important, or that will make you respected or proud. Your vision is a dream that will make you useful, not to yourself, to your family, and to the people around you. Your vision, every sincere vision, comes from God. See, a lot of us are chasing ambitions. That's why we lack sufficient motivation. You just walk into somebody's business and you become so ambitious. What I'm teaching you is not how to groom ambitions. It's how to have pictures of your future. And your dream should come from God. The voice of God should be the source of your vision. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Meaning your vision should not come from another source. It should come from God. Telling you the truth, deep down in my heart, I will not want to be a pastor. One, I had a terrible mindset about pastors. The only people in the quarter who had bikes that smoked were pastors. We all know that majority of our pastors were broke. When I was small, I saw how they were chasing away a pastor in the Baptist back then. They were saying terrible things in my dialect. But if we were full of church of faith, church in the middle of the children, we were there. Do you know the meaning of what I just said? Pack your things and get out of this church. Is this church your church? When I saw all of that, so people just gather, call me, and this is how they would drive me. I vowed, see this pastor thing. And then my mother told me about her father. Her father was a reverend pastor in the Baptist. And her father's salary was 4,000 francs. My grandfather was paid 4K. So my grandmother, had to hustle, learn how to bake bread, do stuff to send her children to school. They were paying him 4K. And terrible experiences of how he was living here to Fuawa and how he almost... I heard all of that and I said, fine, those stories are very good. The only people I admired when I got to the hospital and I saw nurses chasing somebody and saying, doc, I saw my dream. So if it is the other one where they can chase you, I'm not doing. If it is this one where everybody is praising you when you want to enter the world, all the carers, ouch! I say, I found my dream job. This is what I must be. Then I went and asked. They said, for you to be a doctor, you must study science. That was why I did science in the first place. I did my best to do the science. When I wrote O-level, I failed one subject, French. If I write again, I will still fail it. I failed French. I'm sure if they were to bring my results, it would have been 0-0. Like 0-0. There was a teacher who even came trying to show us things. Trying to, and I was born again, I refused to cheat. I said, no, first, even if I copy this ABC you're giving us in MCQ, I will still fail AC. So what is there? I did not bother myself. That French exam, I slept. Especially the paper 2. I wrote my name, few tops of things. It's a compulsory thing. Wrote everything, and I went me. When I went to A-level, I had all my 5 A-level papers. I was doing further maths. I had them. But guess what? There was a different dream that the Lord had given me. The dream, it was exactly what I hated. Pastoring. When my elder brother, and not just any kind of pastoring, in a Pentecostal church, with the way we are being insulted, when our elder cousin got born again, he was changed, and then he was going to full gospel. We will come to his room in the night when he's praying. He will be there speaking in tongues and we are picking. The next day we will laugh at him. As evangelists, we will be repeating his tongues, mocking him throughout the day. And now this is me. When that thing started happening, I was like, Lord, you know my plans. You know that I have dreams. At this point, Lord, if you have saved me, now that I'm born again, let me just be a kingdom financier. Make me a billionaire for the kingdom. So that will sponsor your work to any extent. Not that will work your work. Let me use my money to work your work. Let me do my own things. Because right now, anybody, any one of you can just do your vacation. Go and spend 1 year and come back. God expects me to be here preaching, teaching. With all what I knew about pastors, it was never my dream. It was never my dream. My dream was everything else. If it was being rich, it was my dream. If it was being famous, it was my dream. If it was being a doctor, it was my dream. Anything, it was my dream. There was a time when we began to dream music. I and my friends, we closed from school. I think from 2, from 3, we will gather every video of Michael Jackson we can find and enter the room under mentorship. We will be practicing, learning it. I was dreaming of. There was a time I and my elder brother, we were writing a song. We were hoping that we would release it. You know that kind of song, baby, from beginning to the end. That's what was there. I was planning my future. And then he came. He came. And he snatched me away from such wicked plans. I hope you're listening to what I'm saying. Only God knows the plan that is in a man's heart. But when your vision is sincere, it comes from God. I don't know if you're listening to me. But with all of this, do I regret any? No. The life he has given me is 10 times superior to what I thought I wanted. So he knows better. He understands better. He knows you better than you. Are you listening to me? He knows you better. He knows you better. Paragadivai. I will not forget, Lord, your benefits. Paragadivaradahaya. I will never forget, Lord, your benefits. I will not forget, Lord, your benefits. I will never forget, Lord, your benefits. Bring it down, please. Listen, pastoring is the only thing. When people come to church, they feel like they're doing you a favor. You talk to them, you counsel them, you follow them up, but they're doing you a favor. Even if their marriage is breaking, you help it stand. They're still doing you a favor. So every other thing, they actually even pay just to see you. Are we here? In every other field, they pay to see you, except in church. You pay to see them. It's the opposite. God knows with the kind of prestige that was in my heart, I would have never chosen this. It makes you look vulnerable. It makes you look vulnerable. In pastoring, you interact with every class of people. Whether you like them or not, you must interact with them. There are people who come to you extremely educated. There are people who come to you with 0 level of education. There are people who come to you with their emotions and self-control in check. There are people who come to you as empty as everything. You have to deal with them alike. Are we here? In the hospital, do you know for doctors to pass around as you're there and they are like doctors are doing rounds and they come and write that thing and sign in your book? Do you know that that's money? You're not aware. You just see them walking through, checking this patient. Your people are outside, they sign. In the government hospital, I think it's 5K also. They just put something. I'm not saying that next time you see a doctor, you say, choke. your patient will die there. But as they're signing, they're here now. Even if we do home visits, like come to your house, pay our transport and come, we are still suspects. Say, wait, Pastor, don't do visit. You should say they get something for job. You're not following what I'm saying. That's why, let's go back to the word of God. Your vision should come from the voice of God. So, but sir, I cannot hear the voice of God. Yeah? Your vision should come from the voice of God. Though I'm not teaching you on the voice of God, but listen. You should tarry before him if he has put a vision in your heart. Some of you now, your vision right now, as I speak to you, as I just mentioned vision, you're thinking of a multi-million dollar house to be constructed at the top of the hill. A city set on a hill that can never be hidden. And then after praying and fasting, God will tell you, I want you to take care of orphans. I want you to build a mighty orphanage that will give shelter to orphans. God will tell you, you will be a very wonderful businessman and you will be a kingdom financier. Every kingdom project you are supposed to sponsor, and you feel it, you have heard rich man, and you enjoy it until when all you have is 10 million and the voice now comes and say, you have to surrender all of it to that project somewhere. And you know that even when you give, at the end of the day, they will not even call your name to say the highest contributor is. And at this point, you realize that when God gives you a vision, it's painful to your ego, but beneficial to your future. Are you listening to me? So the first thing is, the vision should come from God. The other thing about your vision is, he says, write it down. Please don't have your vision on your head. Write it down. Write it down. There are notes I have from 2014 concerning Haggai. Writing down the vision, writing down everything that I was given. If you don't write down your vision, he says, make it plain. Write it down. Make it plain. Make it plain. Make it, write down your vision. Habakkuk said, write it down. Don't just dream, write it down. Write it down. Some of you need to make notes and paste on your walls. You need to make notes in your bathroom. Paste them in your phone. Let there be notes that pop up as a reminder. Are we here? Are you listening to me? Where you're just sitting, that person shows up to distract you, and then you later on you're scrolling through. You remember, I am going to. You say, no, please, I'm not coming. It's not today. It's not today. Why? There is something that I have written. This vision is for an appointed time, but write it down. Write it. Don't dream in your head. Joseph did not keep quiet. He told his dream to his brothers. He told them, write down your dreams. See, in your room, let there be a dream. Paste it there. Paste it there. I'm going to deliver my family from poverty. Paste it there. Paste it there. I will lead the people of God around the nations of the world to worship God. Paste it there. To worship God in spirit and in truth. Paste it there. When you get up and distraction is coming, you remember, or you read and you remember. As your eyes lay there, that I'm raising a generation of world changers. As you see it, your head is shifted back. That's why no matter what preachers say, they will never shift what I preach. You people can watch me. You will never see me shifting to a trend. You never see me, oh, this pastor is now trending. And now every preacher now is preaching like that pastor. And I use Abio. I have a vision for my life. I have a vision for my calling. If there is one thing, especially everywhere I get invited to, you invite me, I will come and preach something that will stir your people to rise. I'm not the preacher who believes that one person should manifest while others sit and watch. I don't believe that. I want to see men manifesting. Some people manifesting in the political arena. Are we here? Some people manifesting in the business world. If God can have a representative in every field, imagine that we are sitting in this church. There is a politician, there is a businessman, there is a medical doctor. In every industry, there is a tech specialist. There is somebody in every industry. In every industry, our impact will never be small. Are we here? Our impact will never be small. Somebody literally told me, I've never seen a God-fearing person in the Forex space. I said, that is exactly why we need to be there. So that they will not be the ones with all the influence, misleading people. No. That's why in this church we have Beto Forex. You're not hearing what I'm saying. We have to keep pushing it. Pushing the dream. That at the end of the day, you are not there to represent yourself. You are there to represent an agenda. You are not there. You people should listen to me. People who are sponsored by Satan, they are strategically placed in places because of an agenda. But our problem is, even if God empowers somebody now because of an agenda, as soon as the empowerment is coming, they have forgotten the agenda. They have just forgotten it. I can say this to you. The world richest people whom we clap for are fulfilling an agenda. If they want to be replaced, they will be replaced. The real guys are behind. They don't want their wealth to be accessed. No. They're just behind watching. There are families on earth, about 7 of them that hold the world. Just 7 families, just 7. 7 families that hold the world. I did not say 7 nations. They make decisions. They sit down, they decide. Whatever you're hearing out there is propaganda. The real decision was made by men. Just 7 families. That God will begin to give us agendas and raise men. Are we here? That at the end of the day, God will say, I want my word to spread in Cameroon, so I'm going to make you a politician. You know that you are there for an agenda. You are not there for your pride and your ego to be fed. It's all swell up. Say, no. You know, I cannot be in church often. You understand? No, I cannot really be in church. I will be showing up one time. If I come continuously, how can a prime minister be showing up in church every day? No. It's not possible. And God will be like, I will strip you off. In less than no time, I will strip you off. Listen, God is raising people here with an agenda. So you have to write it down. For you to know that vision is from God, it's bigger than you. You look at it, it's way bigger than you. You know that this thing is out of my league. I cannot do this. I need God to do it. But your personal ambition, you just need you to do it. Your ambition, you just need you to do it. I hope you're listening to me. So in this space, we are representing an agenda. See, the biggest way of evangelism is not even carrying our Bibles and going out there. It's raising men to positions of influence. Are we together? Raising men. Do you know that if Samuel Eto'o announces that he wants to be in this church on Sunday, we will be full? You're not following what I'm saying. We will not have space on Sunday. We will not have space. As you're coming into church, you'll be shocked. You say, so what are you doing here? I say, I'm here to worship God. It's Baba Eto'o they want to see you. It's not God they want to see. So imagine now that they want to come and he's the usher at the door. They will keep coming. Hoping that they will get a job at Fekafoot. You're not following what I'm saying. They will keep coming. Let chairman in companies be here. Let the elder in the church be the one who owns the biggest company in town. People will be in service with CV. You're not following what I'm saying. As you greet him, say, how are you? How is your spiritual life, sir? My CV. Say, how is your... No. I'm not here for that. There is a level of influence that God is going to give to his church. Are we together? There is a level of influence, stature, and stamina that is coming to you. You'll be shocked as to why God is lifting you. That is why everywhere you find yourself, you're supposed to be the head of. If you can only remember that you're in school for an agenda, you're in business for an agenda, you will strive for excellence. You're now the last in class. Always failing. Even if you study all the time. No, this time around, take over. It's a new year, right? Take over. Let them come to you and be like, so what's your secret? You tell them, God is my secret. Then we are doing the same business. How come you are flourishing? The Lord is my help and my salvation.